E12 and right here playing Farming Simulator 19 on Nowhere, Kansas, where we are currently working on planting the biggest field I currently own on the map here. Everyone doesn't really have a number on it per se, but I call this Field 5. And if you're not familiar with this field, everyone, well, it's the size of an entire, almost the size of an entire 4X map. So anyway, since last episode, everyone, as I mentioned at the end of last episode, I did update my version of Courseplay. And Courseplay has been working flawlessly ever since. So, as mentioned by a couple of viewers there in the comments here, the previous episodes, they were saying update your version of Courseplay and or downgrade it. But upgrading it seems to have fixed the problem, everyone. So I'm now on, let's see, oh, I got Courseplay open right now. Courseplay version 00377. That seems to have fixed the problem with the crash there with Courseplay not wanting to turn once it got to the end there, everyone. So that seems to have fixed that problem. Courseplay's been working flawlessly. I had 8 R4045s running on this field. The fertilizer ones finished here. I just finished sending them all back home here a moment ago. And the lime ones are almost finished. In fact, I think a couple of them maybe are finished here. So, yes, you indeed are finished. So let's stop you. We're going to get you headed back to the house here. And you can just drive course. Let's see what's there. You are finished. Okay, that's fine. You can just stop. You can stop. And I'm guessing you can stop. Yep. And you can stop as well. Okay. So there's the fertilizer ones. They apparently looks like they just got back to the farm here. So they're all sitting here waiting. I'll get them put away at some point. Oh, no, the R4045 is finished. Like I said, the lime ones are just finishing up here. And we'll get to the map here in just a moment. Let's see. Let's close that. Put you in transfer mode. Go back to the house. Gotta say, this actually works out pretty good. Everyone having Courseplay drive back. It's actually not too bad. Again, I guess I could use the teleport mod as well. But like I said, this actually works halfway decent. So yes, anyway, here's the update on the map, everyone. In case you can't tell, there is another tractor on this field. There's a 9620 RX running a temporary course. We'll get to that here in just a moment. Let me take care of these R4045s a minute. We're currently day 14 late spring here, by the way. So for those of you wondering where we are at seasons mod-wise, that is currently where we're at. I did change it to an 8-day seasons here. So, yes, I'm currently running an 18-day season. Never thought I'd see that day where I had to run a longer season, but yeah, so we're currently running 18 days on this season here. We're day 14. Let's see what's our shop to dump house. So, trailer more like. Stop the last point. Try to turn that on. And the last one just finished here as well. Nice. So this field is fully fertilized, and well, almost fully fertilized. Once it's finished being planted, we'll be fully fertilized, fully limed. We're down to $1.2 million left, everyone. It's cost... that's actually not as bad as I thought, everyone. Not near as bad as I thought. I figured it'd cost several million. I think we're maybe somewhere in the $2 to $3 million for this field here so far. I'm just guessing here, everyone. I don't have an exact number on that, but that is my best guess here. So we're actually not looking too bad, I don't think. And this is the last field that needs to be planted here. Once it's done, we're done planting. We shouldn't have a whole lot more money going out for taking care of field. Well, I guess we need to spray some of our fields. Yeah, that might cost us some more money, right? But yeah, I'm not sure how much that'll cost. I guess we'll have to keep an eye on that. Worst case, we'll leave the weeds this time around. Okay, let's get core. Actually, you know what? I was going to use GPS. Yes, GPS. Let's get GPS fired up here. I figured I'd do a little planting myself here, everyone. I don't think we have anything else going on right at the moment for myself to do. I could go put some equipment away, but who wants to do that, right? Let's see what's here. North, south. I think that's the one I want. Auto width. Get rid of the offset. Are we good? No, tractor's off. Right. Of course it is. Alt home. Oh, there we go. Nicely lined up. I like it. I like it. Okay, planter set, lock on GPS, and we're off. Driving the John Deere 9620 RX here with the massive 48-row John Deere DB120 planter here. Oh, we're sporting the Canadian flags on this particular one here. Cool. Oh, and I guess everyone, maybe we should, maybe I was going to show the other planter here too. The other planter is still running over here yet. This planter, everyone, has been going for, let's see, what's here, what time is it now? What time did I start this at? Let's see, 9, it's been, okay, 15, 19, just shy of 20 hours, everyone, just shy of 20 hours. This planter has been rolling for almost 20 hours. And per course play, it has another 8 hours to go. You know what? I should probably get some repair on it. That would help, wouldn't it? I just happened to see that. Let's get some repair on this. I don't know, is this the right one? Oh, my goodness. 89 hours on that tractor. I've got 89 hours. Was it episode 12? I think this is episode 12. Oh, don't quote me. I don't follow my episode numbers real closely here. But episode 12, and we already have a tractor that has 89 freaking hours on it. Wow. Okay, where's the one that is planting? Or maybe that was the one that was planting. Okay, that's probably the one that was planting. I got to find the planter here a moment then as well. Oh, where's the planter? Planter. Gotta be around here somewhere, right? I would think. Oh, this sleep here, by the way, this came with the map, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. It came with the map. It's up by that house there, or trailer, that dump house as I call it. Oh, where's the planter at? Oh, here we go. Well, here's a couple of them anyway. Sure. Let's see, is that the one? I'm gonna guess that is the one. That's the one that needed repairing. Okay, cool. No, yeah, we're a little bit faster. I guess 9 miles. Oh, 9 miles an hour. That's where it tops out anyway. Okay, didn't really help a whole lot, did it? Look, well, actually, you know what? Change that. It did take a whopping hour off the time. That's not actually too bad. I mean, an hour off the time, everyone. Going 1 mile per hour faster takes 1 hour off the time. Yes, you know we're talking serious business in that case there, everyone. So yeah, like I said, this planter's been going for almost 20 hours here, planting cotton, of course. Several of you guessed that in the comments. I kind of asked that here a couple episodes back. Hey, what do you folks think I'm going to plant on this field? And yes, several of you got it right. A few of you out there definitely are really crazy and suggested some really crazy things. Very crazy. I think you individuals should be checked into a mental asylum. And or better yet, you should take your own suggestions and do them yourselves. How about that? Yes, and those of you suggesting poplar and sugar cane and so what was it? Oh, potatoes. Yeah, you go ahead, go right ahead. You folks do that. Let me know how it works out for you. Yep, let me know how that works. I can't wait to see a video on it. In the meantime, I'm going to plant cotton on this field. And yeah, the astute ones of you may notice I do not have a cotton planter yet, everyone. Very, very true. I'm assuming, everyone, I could probably get past some irregular harvest here first, and then I'll purchase some cotton harvesters. I'm not sure how fast cotton is going to be ready to harvest here. I've not actually done cotton with the Seasons mod here yet. So we'll have to see how that goes. Oh, and I should note here as well, set your timers. How long do you folks think it's going to take me to drive? We've already been driving for a few seconds, maybe a minute here already. From this end of the field all the way to the opposite end of the field. How long do you folks think that's going to take? I'm not sure myself, everyone. I'm going to say 15 minutes. Does 15 minutes sound like a reasonable time? 15 minutes to get to the opposite end of the field? I don't know. I'm really not sure. Plowing, because I did have to plow the headlands for this field myself, everyone. I don't remember how long that took again. It took a while. It definitely took a while. So maybe I should say like 20 minutes. Maybe a half hour. I don't know. Maybe we'll spend the entire episode, everyone, looking in this direction. I have no idea. No idea. And I'll probably throw a hired worker on this at some point, by the way. But at least for now, I thought we'd do a little planting ourselves. I did take care of the cows here before I started recording, so the cows are good. I did feed them, of course, because since last episode, it's a whole nother in-game day here. Literally a whole nother in-game day, everyone. I am not fast. Well, actually, I did fast forward time just a little bit there to get ourselves out of the dark, because it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's like, it's 4 o'clock, it's dark. So I fast forwarded, was it 7:30 now? So I did fast forward time a little bit there, but on that, it's been at 1x time here, everyone, since last episode. Yes, and we are still planting. Still planting. Not too bad, I guess. Who's Courseplay? Yeah, okay, looks like Courseplay is going to clear everything over there. Cool. And I mentioned last episode I was going to have to fertilize this field again. My mistake there. I don't have to fertilize it again. Because we plowed this field under, it had grass on it. Everyone, that gave us 1 application of fertilizer already. I did not think of that, but yes, that does give us 1 application of fertilizer. So putting the 1 application down that we did, plus the line, and now an application while we're planting, as taking care of all our fertilizer needs here, so to speak. So yes, that'll be nice. Nice, nice, nice. So fully fertilized. The only thing we'll have to do yet, everyone, is spray for weeds. So that's really the only money problem we might have here at this point. And again, I gotta make sure I don't run out of money, because if I run out of money, I cannot feed the cows. And yes, I know several of you folks have, I'm gonna say, sounds like some very cheatish ways of making money on this map. And I kind of figured those ways worked. I won't bother mentioning what those are. But yes, there are some interesting ways of making some, sounds like some very good money on this map. Also, I gotta say, I forget who left the comment here again. They were saying, wow, you started with 25 million. You've gone through that much money already. Yes, everyone, we've gone through that much money already. I mean, keep in mind, we got 4 9620 RXs. We got 4 DB120s. You know, size of the field here. This field is huge. Was it 3,000? I have 3,000 some plus acres. 3,500, I think, or something like that, everyone. Give or take a little bit. Actually, no, we can look at the map. We can look at the map. How big? Keep in mind, everyone, I'm not taking up the entire area here, but I'm taking up most of it. So, yep, 3,300. 3,300. Yes, 3,300. Just a little bit. Anyway, I figure we'll, while we're going down the field, we're going to read some comments here a moment. Haven't been too good at reading comments here the last few episodes. Just been a lot going on, it seems like. And that seems like a good opportunity when there's not a whole lot going on, because GPS is driving for us. I can kind of sit back, relax, and watch the fun, shall we say. So anyway, Ethan was saying, do you like the tire options you showed on the case? Would like to see them on the John Deere. Ew, the tire options. Yeah, well, okay. That would be interesting, I guess. I'm assuming he's talking about that case combine, I do believe. Or was there, did I have a case tractor that had those too? I forget, but it had some wide tire options, had some wide track options. I think that's the one Ethan was talking about there. Dirty Max was saying, I feel sorry for you plowing the biggest field in the game. At least someone does. At least someone feels sorry for me. This took a while here, everyone. And I don't remember when we started this here, everyone, but I have not been, like, fast-forwarding time at all, other than maybe try to get out of the darkness every now and then. My game has been at real time for the most part. Real time, so however many days ago we started this project, everyone, this is how many literal, real life days this has taken. So, yes. For those of you who've ever played on a 16x map, and I mean like actually legitimately played on a 16x map, everyone, you'll understand. Even myself, up until this point, everyone, I've kind of messed around on 16x maps. I guess the most legitimate playthrough I could say I did was, I think it was Broad Acres on the Australian map back in 17. Well, the fields on that map were not, I mean, okay, they were massive, everyone, but they weren't like that massive, right? So, whereas, yeah, this massive map with massive fields. David was saying, I've been watching, or I've been a fan since watching your FS15 Oklahoma videos. Yes, Farming Simulator 15 Oklahoma. Who remembers Oklahoma yet? That was a good map. That was a good map. Had a lot of fun on there. You were the one that inspired me to download FS17 one rainy day when my FPS servers, first-person shooters, servers were down. I never looked back. During my research on combines and headers, I've discovered only the long auger option on the Case IH combine is long enough for the 60-foot headers. Hope that helps. Okay. The long auger option on the Case IH combine. I'm assuming David must be referring to maybe a modded combine, because I don't think the in-game one, I don't know if the in-game one would be long enough. And the in-game one doesn't have an optional auger, I don't think, either. So, let's see. Jim was saying, great video as always. Thank you very much for that. Keep up the great work. You should get a good chunk of money back when those fields are harvested. And yes, of course, that is what I'm counting on. Hopefully we'll be making some really good money, especially, oh, you know, I might as well just finish reading Jim's comment here, because it looks like he goes into it. The map's in-game sell point is very OP on their prices. Yeah, that's what I was going to mention there, everyone. I use those very large white cow sheds, and they work really well. I placed down 8 of these in the map. They don't seem to affect the FPS as much as the other modded sheds do. That's what I was hoping for as well. I noticed I had the 6 other ones. Everyone, it's like, ooh, they kind of dropped the FPS a little bit right there. So that's kind of why I wanted to try those white ones. And like Jim was saying, they do seem to be a little bit better on FPS. Maybe not quite as nice and fancy looking as the red ones were, but come on, everyone. This is 16x map. We need to keep the FPS under control. I mean, even out in the middle of nowhere, everyone. We're looking at, I'm looking at 30 frames here. Wow. 30 frames. Well, okay, now it jumps up to about 40. Not too bad, I guess. Let's see what's there. Where are we at here? Jim was saying, I thought you already had those large white cow sheds. No, I did not. I did not actually have those. Otherwise, I would have sent you a link to them. At least you have them now. And you will really like the larger door openings. Yes, I do like that as well. Do like that. Openings much better. Sheds have much better. These sheds have over the smaller door openings on the modding welt cow sheds. Makes getting equipment inside them a whole lot easier. As far as map sizes go, I don't think there's a such thing as a 32x map. There's only 4x, 16, and 64x as far as I know. I've seen some guys playing on the 64x map. Yes, I've seen some of that as well. Are they actually playing on it or just driving around? I mean, right. Jim was saying the only thing larger than a 64x map would be a 256x map, which would require a supercomputer to generate in terabytes. Yes, probably would. A 256x map, oh my goodness. And actually, 256, would that be the next size up? As it goes 1, 4, 16, 64. Yeah, that might be the next size up, 256. I'm not sure. Because the next size up, yeah, it'd probably be 16 times 16, right? That would be the next size up. So whatever 16 times 16 is that 256? I think that sounds right. Because this map here is 8,000 by 8,000. If you look at the numbers down in the bottom, you can see we're almost right at the 8,000 mark here. 7,935. So we're basically right along the one edge of the map. And we're counting down to 0 here, by the way. So if you look on the bottom right, or the bottom right corner of the little map on the left side. Yeah, bottom right corner of the map on the left side. The number counting down there, once we get close to 0, that's when we're going to be to the other end of this field here. Should be, anyway. North was saying, I've always wondered, could a 9x map 3x3 be feasible? Not quite as daunting as a 16x. I'm going to say probably not on that, no. Because in the background, a 1x map, let's see, a 1x map, is that 1,000 by 1,000? No. A 1x map is 2,000 by 2,000, right? A 4x map is 4,000 by 4,000. A 16x map is 8,000 by 8,000, right? Okay, so for those who do modding on maps, you'll know what I'm talking about there. It's the size of the image file, and that image file needs to meet certain specifications for Farming Simulator, which is, what, 2 to the n power, I believe, for image size. You'll see this error message sometimes on mods, everyone, where mod authors have not followed the proper guidelines for Farming Simulator and made their image files the right size. And it'll say, like, needs to be 2 to the n, I think is something along those lines. So no, I don't think you could have a 9x map, because I don't believe the image size would fall in the 2 to the n power there, I think. Don't quote me on that, everyone, but I'm pretty sure on that. And then that also goes, everyone, every now and then we see the comment here, oh, I'm playing on a 2x map, everyone. No, there is no such thing as a 2x map. 2x maps do not exist. So, yeah, if someone tells you they're playing on a 2x map, that is technically impossible. You cannot have 2x maps inside a Farming Simulator. What you can have is a 4x map, and the map author might be only using half of it. But then it's still a 4x map. There is still a 4x map there. He's just blocked off half the map or something like that. Let's see what's here. Oh, Roberto was saying a few pointers with the ideal combines. Tractors find the pipe okay on auto, but with the trucks, the man and the other trucks set the offset to 9.5. 9 meter works if the combine is moving, but when approaching a full combine, they tend to get stuck in traffic. Oh, and we're finally to the other end of the field. We're finally to the other end of the field. What we're going to say, 15 minutes? So I was actually right on my first guess. I run 15 minutes. Oh, and like I said, looking down at the map, actually not quite as low to 0 as I would have thought. I would have thought it would have been a little closer there, but the edge of the map, you can see it over there, everyone, but there's about halfway between this field and the actual edge of the map. That is where the actual boundary is. So I'm not as far from the edge of the map as you think I am. The boundary is, I don't know, maybe 2 planner widths away at the most. It's not very far. Okay, back to the other end of the field, which we probably won't make it to the other end, everyone, before we wrap up this episode. Think about that, everyone. Think about that. We probably won't make it back to the other end before we wrap up the episode. We finally made it to this end. Roberto was saying, also just realized the big progress you've made. Hadn't noticed the 2 big fields are planted as well as the 2 bottom ones. I'm amazed. Oh, yes, everyone. Like I said, I think we're making really good progress on here. I mean, we got stuck there a little bit with courseplay not wanting to plow this field. That really slowed me up a little bit here, but now that we got that solved, everyone, we're blazing full speed ahead here, getting things done on the map, thanks to courseplay primarily. Yeah, let's face it, without courseplay, we wouldn't be getting the work done that we're doing. Or, yeah, we could use hired workers too, but not quite as convenient as I would say as courseplay, right? North was saying, almost 23 million spent and no income yet. I honestly didn't think it would take that much. Well, and again, did I have to spend that much, everyone? No, I could have, just bought one 9620 RX, 1 planter, 1 plow, but then it would have taken, 6 times longer, right? So, yeah. And, yeah, North is absolutely right there. No income yet. We have not made a single dime. All we've done is spent money, and lots of it. JC Cooper was asking, how do you boost FPS on a Mac OS? How do you boost FPS on a Mac? Buy a PC? No, seriously. Macs are not known for gaming. So, yeah. Josh was saying I was going to recommend a Lexion 8900 from the DLC because the pipe is crazy long, but then I remembered you don't have that DLC. Very true. I'm not taking the time to get that DLC yet. Not that I don't want to get it, I haven't taken the time to buy it. And kind of as I've already mentioned, I was like, got most of that equipment already. It's like, for those who watch my videos, how often do I use Kloss equipment? Not very often. I mean, even the John Deere DLC, I haven't even used that one yet. So, like, yeah, what am I doing buying DLCs if I'm not going to use them? So, but that might be a good excuse to buy that DLC, because that combine might come in handy. We'll have to see once here. Put a 60-foot header on it, maybe. I'm thinking Josh, though, has been playing with my console too long to be suggesting Lexions. Tisk. Suggesting Lexions. Come on now. We use the proper green equipment around here. Might be a little dirty at the moment, but it is green. 13 Dixie Fried was saying that's one issue I have with the Seasons mod on the consoles. It's how the weeds are handled. So our only options are to drive the sprayer ourselves or turn weeds off. Oh, that is a very good point there, 13 Dixie Fried made. I never had thought of that before. Because, yes, in the game here, but with the Seasons mod, the weeds are very spotty on the field, and therefore you cannot get a hired worker to spray the weeds, because the hired worker needs to be able to see the weeds to spray them, right? So, you might see a little spotty, it might spray a little bit, and then it's like, oh, okay, I'm done. Whereas you need to spray the entire field. So, yes, on the console, you don't have options like course play or something like that. So, yes, you'd have to do it yourself. Wow, ouch. I guess on the positive side, you also don't have 16x maps where it's going to take you like a couple of days to spray a field. So, I guess that's a positive thing there maybe, but BLZ was saying, no, you should have gotten all John Deere combines. Well, that's a little late now. I figured out when I had enough John Deere equipment already. Well, wait a minute. No, there's no such thing as having too much John Deere equipment. I figured people might complain if I bought too much John Deere equipment. Maybe I should put it that way. Yeah, we'll see how the Ideal combines do. If they don't perform well, we'll go back to the John Deeres. We know from the last series here on Chippewa that the John Deeres, they work pretty good once you get courseplay tweaked in, shall we say. So, Logan was saying you should get the Ford 8N and a 1-bottom plow. Logan, I will send you the map, and I will also send you my Ford pack if you don't already have it. And I want to see a video by this weekend of you demonstrating that process. Yes. Everyone go find Logan's comment and tell me you should do that, right? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And plow this field, too, by the way. Yes, plow this field. I don't think Courseplay would even generate a course for that. Pretty sure Courseplay would crash. In fact, everyone, as we already mentioned, Courseplay, I could generate the course for plow in this field, everyone, but the course was so large, it would not let me save it. It wouldn't save it. So, yes. Speaking of that course, by the way, I didn't even actually look at this, everyone, but Joey was saying there was over 162,000 waypoints on that Courseplay course for the tractor. 162,000 waypoints. I wonder why Courseplay didn't want to save it. Terry was saying, Randy, you should never send a Chevy to do a Rams job. I know, especially when you got a Ford that can do both of them. Right. Mike was saying, where did you get that red Chevy truck? I don't know, probably the scrapyard. It's usually where they keep Chevys, isn't it? Silent was saying, I wish they would make a 1X version of this map for the console. Be kind of a rather empty map, but, yeah, okay. And that's kind of one of the things, everyone, that kind of drew me to this map when I seen it's like, ooh, it's pretty much empty. And 16X maps, they have a tendency of being a little bit laggy, everyone, so it's like, ooh, 16X, it's empty. Seems like we might get decent FPS on it, and we are decent enough so far, so that's kind of why I was interested in this map. Matthew was saying, to be totally honest with you, that map is way too big. I would try to divide those fields in chunks and make some boundaries by painting some boundaries and putting some more details around the map and the fields. The videos are good, but in my opinion, you need some more stuff to look at. I don't know. 9620RX looks pretty good to me. And a DB120 in the back. Yes, Matthew does have a very good point, everyone. There's not a whole lot to look at. But again, everyone, 16X map, FPS issues, that might be a good thing. Might just be a good thing. Are we to the other end of the map yet? Nope. How close are we? Good halfway. Good halfway here, everyone. Yes, good halfway to the other end. Okay. Integral was saying, where can I find the mods for downloading? The mods for downloading. Let's see what's here. If you're looking for the mods, I kind of have single player here. Mod list is linked down below in the description. And if you're looking for the mods to join the RDAllen multiplayer servers, those can be found in TeamSpeak. Don't get my mod list and the mods for the servers, everyone, confused. They are two different lists. And of course, the mods for the servers, there is a download option there, so you can just download all the mods. Makes it easy to download the mods for the servers. Brian was saying, haven't played this one yet. Trying the Wild West 16X map. Oh, wow. Wild West 16X, eh? Interesting. Okay, well, I've been looking at the time here. Looks like it is time to wrap it up here for this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more 16X map action here, everyone. And yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to be doing next episode. Hopefully we can finish planting this field here. Maybe we'll get on some, I don't know. Not sure, everyone. I guess we'll have to see what's going to happen next. Not actually sure. So yeah, it'll probably be a lot of skipping time, and being the fact that we're on an 18-day season, everyone, probably going to be a lot of skipping time. But oh well. Anyway, on that note, everyone, thanks for watching, and till next time.